Crypto holds strong while the market tanks. NFT royalties are becoming optional. And the BookGames floor rises 10% overnight. I'm Busy NFT. You're watching All Things Web3. The Ethereum merge is coming and may affect ETH prices, although many of you think it's already priced in. But if some people are buying the rumor, they may just sell the news. So what's next for Bitcoin and Ethereum? From a macro view, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is saying there is some pain on the horizon. 30-year interest rates are at historic lows, but are climbing, and with Powell's comments, I think we can expect them to go higher. The market's drop over the past week indicates investors are preparing for a big hike later this month. Now, there are some who are arguing that the Fed is making a mistake by following the Consumer Price Index, due to it being a lagging indicator of inflation. Others argue that Bitcoin is actually a better leading indicator for what's going on in the market. With Bitcoin's 50% drop over the past 6 months, we've seen a strong correlation between the crypto markets and the stock market. A lot of people wanted crypto to be an alternative investment to the market, but it hasn't really turned out that way. What I think is more interesting for this conversation is the correlation between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Dividing Ethereum's current price of around $1,500 to Bitcoin's current price, which is near $20,000, you get roughly 7.5%. Historically, that ratio has been closer to half of that. The reason this ratio is currently so high is that Ethereum is trending higher than it normally would, possibly over the excitement that Vitalik has said that the merge is actually going to happen, or because of the picture of his personal excitement. Google that. I'm not putting it on here.
That's for damn fucking sure.
That said, if historical analysis means anything, and past performance does not guarantee future returns, for the Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio to return to its historical average, either Bitcoin has to go up or Ethereum has to go down. Of course, we could see a combination of the two. There are a ton of factors that could impact this number, including increasing cultural awareness of Ethereum, sovereign wealth taking a position in Bitcoin, or even the current energy crisis impacting miners. If you're interested in more on this, let me know and I'll give you a deeper analysis. In general, for this correlation to get back to its historical average of about 3.75%, either Ethereum would have to drop to about $750 or Bitcoin would have to rise back up to about $40,000. Now, there are a ton of equilibrium points along this spectrum, but my point is, with the macroeconomy turning sour, it would seem easier for Ethereum to drop a couple $100 below its 2022 low than it would be for Bitcoin to rise back up to its 2022 high. Of course, this is not financial advice. Do with this information what you wish. But as for me, I'm stacking my exchange with fiat, looking for my entry point below $800 ETH. I'll be watching closely at the unemployment data coming out on Friday, then the inflation data coming on the 13th, which will inform the Fed's meeting on the 20th, where they'll announce the size of the rate hike. If all three return bad signals, we could see Ethereum fall pretty dramatically. Are you a bullish bull or a brunch bear?
Hey, boo-boo, we hit the jackpot.
A second NFT marketplace has followed SudoSwap and is eliminating royalties. X2Y2 is giving buyers the flexibility to decide how much they want to donate in royalties to project creators. And they're saying that this is the future of NFT marketplaces. What does this mean for NFT projects going forward? As an investor in NFTs, I believe in my community enough that I'd be willing to donate to sustain it. But I also know that GaryVee doesn't really need my money. However, there are a ton of projects out there with amazing creators who are just starting out. Will they be able to build a lifetime community that can sustain their work? Drop some props in the comments below about your favorite project while you're hitting the subscribe button down there. On the creator side, there may be workarounds for founders to ensure only specific marketplaces can carry their work. You can see more about the royalty battle by clicking the link at the top. Also, I'd love to hear your take on if you would voluntarily pay royalties. That's a tough sell.
No!
Before I go any further, I got to give a quick shout out to my buddy Wade Watts, BookGamesInfo.eth, for sending me this Juicy Jaguar Compete and Collect card. I have a Juicy Jaguar VF2, didn't have a card to match. Wade sent me one. I really appreciate it. If you haven't checked out BookGames.info, I highly recommend it. Here's a video that Wade and I did on it. It will help you get great insight into everything book games and even the VeeFriends community. So check that out. Thanks, Wade. And finally, the book games floor saw a nice pump as one wallet bought 29 book games off the floor this week. The buyer spent just under 2.7 ETH, and it was a true floor sweep, with none of the tokens having any serious rarity in frame, spectacular background, or attribute. It's nice to see book games getting some love, and these prices are crazy low. So, if you believe book games is forever, then these are a steal. OpenSea's volume in August saw a daily low on August 28th of $8.07 million, which is 98% lower than its record high of $405.75 million on May 1st. So BookGames is on Layer 2 Immutable X and Token Trove, but it's obvious that this trend is carrying everywhere. So I still think there's some room for them to fall. And I believe we could see BGs at 0.05 ETH or less in the next 3 to 6 months. Of course, if you're a contrarian, you might just spit in the face of the experts and YOLO into some more VeeFriends. Because VCon 2023 is next summer, and we have gratitude. Until then, Web3 is the future. Book games is forever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.